Yes, cool. Yeah. So the current version that we are using is the desktop version. So that is installed on the uh, local system and that we are currently utilizing. What about the Excel Online? Any idea about the Excel Online? We can use Excel on the web page also, right? How can we use the Excel Online? Just search Microsoft Excel Online. You will see Microsoft Excel pre 365 online, and you just need to sign in. So that is free of cost. This web-based version is free of cost. Just do sign in with your Microsoft credentials. If account is not there, just sign up. Then just sign up, and once you will log in, then you will able to see different Microsoft tools like PPT, that is the presentation, Word document, Excel, other form, quiz list are also there. Uh, so let's currently focus on the Excel. So just open the Excel. I will provide you link also just to access the web-based Microsoft Excel. So currently you are able to see the Excel, right? In the web, you can see here, it's in the web. So just look at the interface for this online version and just compare it with the version which is there on your system. That is the desktop version. Is there any difference between the online version and offline version? Anything that you are able to see? Yes, I'm bringing both the versions here. Anything that you are able to see? Any difference?
Sir, online version it's little advanced
Okay. So
and
what
of
advanced options are available?
just like here is search bar is there and like new functions are also there.
Okay. So which new function?
Like here comment, catch up.
Okay. So comments is also
In
there.
yes,
Yeah.
in means online ribbons are not there. Ribbons means the separate uh, tab means under the home. It's
Okay. Okay. So this ribbon is not there, right? Under tab, multiple options are not there. You are able to see few options only, right? If I'm going to the home tab, so I will able to see multiple options in the desktop version, while in online one, some limited options are there, right?
yes.
That is okay. Then, so this comment option is also there in the review tab. You can see new comment. So that is also there. So that is not exactly difference. One thing that you are able to see here, this cloud sign. What is this cloud sign? Any idea?
OneDrive.
Yeah. So whatever changes that we are going to going to do. So we know that this one is the online version, right? So it will not able to hold any information, right? Once our work is done. So where it will save? So it is going to save to the OneDrive, right? So auto save option is there, right? You can see whenever I'm clicking saved. So whatever changes that I'm going to do, so these changes are going to save on in the OneDrive. That is the main difference, right? Other than this, other than this, so main difference that we are able to see is the limited options with the online version as compared to the desktop. So that is the main difference actually. So here, whatever changes that we are going to do, so that are going to saved in the OneDrive for this online version. But for this desktop version also, for 365 changes we can save in our OneDrive, right? So currently I'm not using the 365 version. In organization, we do have the 365 license. So here you will able to see your option which is called as a on right here. I'll show you. Anyone any idea about dot is Excel 365? Yeah, just look at this image. So here auto save option is there. So here also the change whatever changes are there, we can save it in the OneDrive as well as on the SharePoint. So for that purpose, we need to use 365 desktop version. So right now, just focus on this. So the main question is that we have online version and we have the desktop version, right? So why there was need? So online version and desktop version. So two versions are there. So why there is need for the desktop version or why there is need for online version? One version can work, right? Why we have two different versions? Just think on that. Before that, just
Memory,
yeah,
like on the cloud, we can increase the memory
yeah,
or
okay. So for example, have you ever opened any file on the SharePoint or OneDrive just by clicking on that file?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So how it is opening? Is it like it is always opening in the web browser by default?
Yes.
Yes. So it is using the online version always, right? But
Uh,
why? Even though when online version is opening, we are opening it in the desktop one because limited options are available. We'll see one by one. Just
okay.
move to the another point that is the Excel for mobile. Anyone is using Excel for mobile application?
I used once, sir.
Okay. You can download Excel 365 mobile application, right? So this is the mobile application that you can download. And again, it has some limited options, right? You can see not only Excel, others are also Word, PowerPoint. So these are also options which are available for the mobile also. So basically, three different versions are there based on the device. One is the desktop, which is we currently using. Excel Online is a web-based version, and third one is the mobile. That is that can be used on the mobile phone, right? That is simply for editing and just viewing the data. Let's jump to this point. How can we use or what is the difference between exactly desktop version and online version, right? So online version that is the web based, right? That is the web based and this is installed on Windows. So that is installed on the Windows. What is the main limitation of the online version according to you? Main limitation. So there is one requirement without which we cannot use online version. What is that? If you want to access or search anything on the web, then what is the primary requirement if you want to search anything? Anything. Yes. Anything if you want to search. Internet, is it?
Yes.
Yes.
So online version only works with the internet connection, right? If you want to work offline, then you cannot use the online version. Other thing is that online version has limited options. It will not support the VBA. This desktop version will support the VBA. That is the main difference. And formulas and functions are limited in the online version, while in the desktop version, so more advanced formulas and functions are available. So that is the basic difference. With the time, once we have broader understanding about the Excel concept, we'll see the major difference. Any question till this point?
Sir, I have one question.
Okay.
Like, if we are working in like office basis, like what company provide us, like online version or desktop version?
Yeah. So like 99% of the companies will offer you the Excel 365. Okay. Excel 365. It will like desktop version only, but here you will see on and off option that auto save option will be there, which I shown just before some time now. So that data will be saved directly on the OneDrive or on the SharePoint. This option, auto save option will be there. So your data will be saved directly to the, if you are going to on it, it will directly save to the OneDrive or to the SharePoint or any other location. It means auto save will be there. You do not have to save it on your local system. It will automatically saved, right? Whatever changes you are going to make. For example, you are working on one file. You're working on the one file whose name is book one, right? And if this file is on the SharePoint, so simultaneously I can also work on the same file. That is the main.
Okay.
So collaboration. So we can work simultaneously. So that is the use of Excel 365. Right. So what is Excel 365 that we are going to see? So Excel 365 is part of Microsoft 365 subscription. Before that, how to check Excel version? Any idea? Just go to the file, more, and go to your account. So here you can see my Excel is Microsoft Office Home and Student 2019. So currently I'm using the 2019 version, right? So here only you will able to see your version 2007, 13 or 365. You will able to see, right? Just go to your account and just see which version you are using. But in organization, 365 is used. So what is 365? So 365 is basically paid version. And this Microsoft 365 subscription includes like Excel, Word, PowerPoint, different applications. I'll show you. Microsoft 365. Yes. Are you able to see? For example, they have different plans. So for example, this is the basic plan for 365. That is around 1500 per year. That includes only two applications, right? One is the Outlook. Outlook is similar to Gmail. Another is the OneDrive. So that is with the 100 GB storage space is there, right? That is the basic plan. One is the personal one that includes Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, OneNote, OneDrive, Microsoft Defender, that is antivirus tool. Again, Designer is there, Clipchamp, and Microsoft Teams. So package of all these applications is there with around 690 6,900 per year charge, and this is around 8,000 family pack. So that can be used by uh, up to 6 persons. That again include the similar applications. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Sure.
Yeah. So mostly what happen? Companies are purchasing the enterprise version that is customized. For example, this family of personal includes total 10, right? 10 apps. But company will do customization. For example, they know that they need Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, OneNote, and Teams and OneDrive. They don't need this antivirus uh, applications. So they will remove these. Sometimes they will remove some features from these other applications. So they will get customization. They will remove unnecessary applications. So it will help to reduce the cost. Likewise, they are purchasing the enterprise wise license or the subscription because that is cost effective for them. And that version is mostly used. So those who have the 365 version, so what they are getting, the one thing is that file will be saved on the cloud space. That is the one thing. Another one is that whatever changes are happening, for example, if any advanced formula is going to come, so that will update here immediately. So that is the main advantage. So that is, it is always up to date. Any doubt, any confusion, any difficulty that you are getting?
Clear, sir.
Yeah, it's very simple. If you are not used before this, then you may have confusion. So just try to understand which version you are using and what is the advantage. So advantage of the 365 version, the desktop version. So currently I'm using the desktop version. So 365 is basically cloud-based version. Cloud-based version means 3 4 people, like multiple people can work simultaneously on that version. That is the main advantage of the 365 version. And that is always up to date. So just remember these 2 points. Up to date with options. So that is the main difference. Yes. Any doubt till this point? Anything that you want to understand?
Clear, sir.
Yeah. So I just want to show you like which is the online version, which is the mobile version, because we are not utilizing it. Just if someone want to just view the data, so at that time we are utilizing it, right? But I just want to make you aware that yes, other versions are also available. So that was the main agenda behind this. Cool. Let's come to understand the main user interface of the Excel, right? At the top, you are able to see different options. Like for example, home is there, insert is there, file is there, right? Formulas. So what are these called as? Yes.
Tabs.
Yeah. So these are called as the tabs. Home tab is there. Within home tab, you are able to see different groups. Clipboard is there, font is there, alignment is there, number, styles, sales, editing, add-ins, right? And this, like, just look at this. So broadly, they are just simply separated, like grouping is done, right? You can just see up under font. So some options are included under alignment, few options are included, number. So how these are included? Based on the similarity, based on the similarity. For example, alignment. So wrap, text and all that. So these options are included. Right now, if you don't know anything about what are these options, just understand the broad structure, how they did alignment. For example, what they did, For example, data tab is there. So all the options which they thought are related to the data, so they have included this under the data tab, right? Broadly. Again, they did subdivision under that. For example, forecast is there. So what if analysis and forecasting? So that again grouping is done under that option, right? So developer and power pivot may not be available in your Excel, because these are some additional options. Some advanced options are there which we can include by doing the customization. We'll see how can we do that with the time. Any doubt till this point? Just simply understand the structure that tabs are there, below tabs ribbon is there, within that ribbon multiple tools are there, multiple options are there, and again they are just grouped based on the similarity of the actions they perform. Simple. Clear till this point?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, cool. Then you will able to see two boxes. One is this one box, one is this one. Whenever I'm clicking, just let me write here my name, Sanket. Okay, if I'm clicking on the Sanket, right? If I'm clicking on the Sanket, just look at these two boxes, this and this. What do you think? What these boxes indicates? Before that, so this is the name box and this is the formula bar.
Formula bar.
Yeah, formula bar. So whatever text that I'm adding here in that particular cell, whatever text you are able to see here in the formula bar, right? If I'm adding any formula also, so you are able to see it in the formula bar, right? You can edit those by clicking in the formula bar also. If you don't know what we are editing, just remember, right now, I just want to show that yes, we can do editing of whatever text that is written in a particular cell in the formula bar. And if I'm clicking into this cell, in the name box, I am able to see E33. Why E33?
Cell box
Place.
number.
Yeah. Just break this word. What is the name? What is this box called as?
Name box.
Yeah, name box, right?
So position of column and row.
Yeah. Just break this word. Name plus box. So what is the box here? Is it box? I'm clicking anywhere. Is it like box? Right?
So
Just logic behind the name of this name box. That if I'm clicking anywhere, so or like different boxes are there. So in the Excel language, these are called as the cells, right? So this yellow highlighted one is the cell. This is again cell. So small box is called as the cells. These vertical lines are the columns, right? Vertical are the column. Similar to building structure. For building, we do have the columns, right? Like this, these are the columns. These are the columns and horizontal rows. Clear? Vertical columns, horizontal called as the rows, and combination of rows and columns that become cell. Each small box is called as the cell. Right? For example, this is the cell, which is nothing but the box. So what is the name for this box? That is G35. How I am getting the G35? So always see the cell name is combination of the column name and a row number. Cell name, it is always combination of the column name and row number, which is called as row index number actually, or row number. If I'm clicking into this cell, it is indicated by G, that is column G. So column names are indicated by default by the alphabets. That is the G, and 35 is the row number. If I'm clicking on this cell, it is the column is F and a row is 35. So that is it become F35. So name box always indicate the name for your cell. Formula bar, whatever we are going to type here, that is indicated in the formula bar. So that is why it is called as the formula. The main intention behind development of the Excel was for accounting purpose. Initially, when it was developed, it was used for accounting purpose, for data analysis purpose, just to play with the numbers. So that's why at that time different formulas were there. And formulas, where we are able to see formulas? Here in the formula bar. So that's why this is called as the formula bar. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Cool. Right? Then sheet 1 is there. So before that, how many rows are there in Excel? What is this number? Yes,
It's 10,48,576.
76.
10,48,000, right?
Yes.
10,48,000 rows are there in single sheet, right?
Yes.
How many columns are there? So columns are by default indicated by alphabets, right?
Yes.
I can change it to the numbers also. So right now I don't want to confuse you. Just remember this. I'm just changing it for the formula. So don't worry about that. We'll see that concept in detail. So how many columns are there? This is the last column. 16,000. Yes.
16,384.
Yeah, 16,000. And rows 10,48,000. Right. This is the sheet one.
Yes.
Like this, I can add multiple sheets up to 256 in a single Excel workbook. In a single Excel workbook, I can able to add up to sheets 256. Sheet one, sheet two. I can rename it just by double clicking. I can rename it just by double click. Right? Like this, we can add 256 sheets. Any doubt till this point? Clear everything? Very simple. Any doubt? Any question?
No, sir.
Cool. Cool. You are able to see this. What is this called as? Just I'm just moving it from the left to right, right to left. Yes, this bar. What does it do? Scrolling, right?
Yes, sir.
Scroll bar. How many scroll bars are there? One is this one, right? Which is called as the horizontal scroll bar.
No, sir. One is vertical, another is horizontal.
Yeah, another is the vertical. Correct? One is the horizontal scroll bar, another is the vertical scroll bar. Horizontal, the idea is that it is moving from left to right and right to left, right? Left to right and right to left. If you want to move, then you can use this horizontal one. What is and this vertical if you want to move from top to bottom and bottom to top. Just a moment. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes.
sorry. Yeah, sorry.
Yes.
Yeah. So we have horizontal scroll bar just to move from left to right and right to left, and we do have the vertical scroll bar. If you want to move from top to bottom and bottom to top, in that case, we can use the vertical scroll bar. You can just explore that option. If you're not aware, if someone is very new to the Excel, then that person may not be aware about that. So just explore that option. Other is that you are able to see here option which is currently 84%, that is the zoom. You can see, you can just zoom in or zoom out. If you want to reduce the size, then, and if you want to see the larger area, then you can just decrease the percentage of zoom. You can zoom in. If you want to see the focus text, just small area, then you can just do that. You can click on this percentage also, and you can directly customize and you can directly type also. So here some magnification that is already given by default, like 200%, 100%. You can select that, or else fit to selection also. You can do that, or you can just do the customization depending upon your requirement, right? 60, for example, I only have data for this area right now. Let's assume. Then I will just zoom it, right? Like this, so that it should be properly visible, like not like this, right? Because if other person will see, that person need to adjust the zoom magnification, and then that person will see. So that's why I always just maintain the proper magnification here before sharing Excel workbook to any other person, right? For example, if this much area is there which contain the data, so it should be like, it should look properly like this, right? It should not be like this. Okay, like other person need to move cursor here and there, or need to adjust the zoom magnification. So that is always the part of the um, presentation. Before sharing Excel workbook to anyone, pro- properly maintain the magnification, right? Any doubt on this? Very simple. Yes.
No, sir.
Yes.
Yeah.
No issue.
Sure.
Okay, cool. So we are just saying the some basic options available on the interface right now. At the bottom, you are able to see three views. In Excel, three views are there. Just look at the different options which are available even in the ribbon also. Icons are there. The icons are always in such a way that these are self-explanatory. For example, just look at this icon. Just look at this red mark. What does this indicates? And just look at this insert. Just go with the logic, right? Between two rows, third is inserted. In the delete, that is deleting. So icons are always self-explanatory, right? These are for understanding purpose. Here, for example, what does this see? What is this? Currency and all that you have given, right? Likewise, here also you are able to see three different options. One is the normal. So currently 99.9% you are going to see Excel in the normal view. So three different views. One is the normal view. Another is the page layout. So what is it creating page layout? Yes,
Two different pages.
it is creating the different pages. It contains the headers on the top, At the bottom footer is the likewise structure it is creating. So it is similar to templates in the PowerPoint, right? It is simply creating templates, right?
Yes, sir.
So this option is also not commonly used, page layout. Why? Because for templates, we do have the another options which are much more better than the Excel, that is the PowerPoint. Initially, Word was used commonly, but after this, PPT is more powerful option, right? So we do have the Word and we do have the PowerPoint, which are much more flexible and are used with convenience. So that's why PowerPoint is used, right? So that's why this page layout is option also not commonly used. You can see. But third option is there, which is the page break preview. Anyone used page break preview anytime before this?
No, sir.
No.
Just break this word. Page break preview. Just page break is the one word. Another one is the preview. So what we are getting from this? Page break plus preview. Yes.
Uh, Within a page, there would be a segment, and those segment have the preview.
Yeah. So we are just previewing the breaks. Breaks means segment. Segment means something separated, right? That we are just getting the preview. For example, if I am clicking on the page break preview, right? Anything that you are able to see here right now, any differences?
Oh, yes, sir.
What is the
One
main difference
Separate,
that you are able to see?
separated by this blue line.
Okay. Any other difference? Major
the
difference
whole,
that you are able to see?
the whole work is in one segment, and other which has not worked or used is in another segment.
Okay.
Mm.
So the area where we have mentioned something, any text or something, right? So that is in the white, others they are in the gray, right?
Oh, yes, sir.
Right.
Yes.
So simple. It's very simple that if we are not writing anything, then that unused area is in the gray, other is in the white. Within that used area, blue lines are there. So what does this blue, each blue line does? Yes. Are you able to see this page 5, page 3, page 1, page 2?
Yes.
So blue line is separating each page, right? Page 1, page 3. So let me delete the bottom area so that we'll see it properly. Yes. Just a moment. Let me add some random text here. I'm using formulas. Okay. We are not started with the formulas, so I'm directly using. So don't worry about this right now. Yes. So some random numbers are there, right? So just random numbers are there. I'm just clicking on the page break preview. Right now, you are able to see page 1, page 2, page 3, right? So whenever you are going to take the print, so it's very simple. So whenever you are going to take the print, so whatever content is there here on the page 1, so that will be on the page 1 in the actual prints. whatever content which is there in the page 2, so that will be the same content on the page 2 of the print, and same for the page 3, right? So sometimes it may happen that, for example, here uniform distribution is there. Page 1, page 2 is the same content is there, but for page 3, we have very less content, right? So I can adjust that, right? I can just count the number of columns which are there. How many columns are there? I just selected 25 total, right? So
Yes.
8, 8, and in one, it should be 9. So I can do uniform distribution, right? And in one 9. So right now, I have done uniform fitting, right? Page breaks. Or sometime you may want more content on the page 1. So what you need to do, you just need to drag this blue line, right? Page 1. So this much content will become on the page 1. You can drag it in up or down direction also, depending upon, you can increase or decrease the weight in horizontal way as well as in the vertical way. Just bring your cursor on this blue line, then you will able to see the double-headed arrow. Once double-headed arrow will be there, just move it down if you want to increase the height. If you want to decrease the height, you can reduce it. So right now I have adjusted the content in such a way that entire content will be fitted on the page 1. Any doubt on this view? So before printing Excel file, we always need to see this page break preview. Otherwise, there will be ununiform distribution of the content, right? And you will not able to adjust it. So just for adjusting the content, number of rows and number of columns on each page, you need to use this page break preview.
So by default, it will not be segregated, separated by equal number, right?
Yeah, so sometime it will segregate, sometime it will not. For example, just let me add it more, no? Or let me take the new sheet and just show you that by default what is happening, right? Just see. Sometimes it will it will do proper segmentation, sometimes it will not do. Okay. So just random numbers are there here, and let's apply the page break. So right now for almost for page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4, page 5, page 6. And so almost uniform distribution is there, right? But sometime it will give, sometime it will not give. And it's always not like, na, like you only want
Hello.
Hello, hello. Am I audible?
Yes, sure.
Okay.
I think sir face network issue or something.
Yes, I guess so.
Hello.
Hello?
Yes,
Yes,
you're
sir.
on.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
Okay, okay. So yeah, sorry. I think I lost due to some connection issue. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So sometime uniform distribution may be there, sometime may not be there.
Okay.
Yeah. Or sometime, like for example, if 7 pages are there, na, this one is the seventh. So you may want to adjust it within the another pages. So likewise, you can do adjustment. So for example, then fifth is become ununiform. So you can just adjust. So this is the main use of page break preview. So we just saw the three different views. That is the normal, that 99% we are using. Currently we are in the normal view. Page layout, just if you want the templates, right? So it is creating the templates, different templates. Then we are using this page layout, page break preview. So just to adjust the breaks before taking the prints, then we are using the page break and ended out on these three views. So I never use this page layout. So normal is like 99.999% we are utilizing it, and page break just before taking the print, or especially when we want to prepare the PDF of the Excel file. In that case, we are utilizing this. For example, if I'm going to make the PDF of this file, na, so there will not be uniform adjustments. Like for example, if I want to take the PDF, then I need to adjust everything. Then only I can able to make the proper PDF, which contain the uniform pages. If, for example, everything is ununiform, if I'm going to make take the print of this page, na print. Just a moment. If I'm going to make the PDF file, just see, ununiform distribution is there. Let me add border first. How to add border? Just select the area. We'll see each and every option, so don't worry about this. Let me again prepare the PDF. I'm just doing the save as. Yes, this is the page one of the PDF, page two, page three. So do you think that this one is the right one, right? Are we getting the right format? Like, on page one, you can see most of the content is empty. In page two, that is the same condition. In page three, same condition. On the page four, we are getting very less content. On page five, again, very less content. Page again six, we are getting the content similar to page one and two, but most of the area is empty. So these things we need to adjust. Clear till this point?
Yes, clear.
Sir,
Yes.
actually I want to know, sir, one thing, that
Mhm.
after adjustment should come uniform, na?
Yeah.
So, it's like
So
the one, page two, if it's like the same way, it should be in page three, page four also.
yeah, but it's not uniform. Na? Right now, you can see page one, page two, same content is there. Page three, you can see large number of the columns are there. You need to adjust in such a way that, for example, if you want to fit to your page, how many columns are there needed? You need to identify that also, right?
Oh yeah, actually I'm saying that only, sir. Means you have done for page one, page two. The same way if we do in page three, it will come up.
Yeah, yeah, it will come then. You just need
Sir,
to do
and
adjustment.
yeah,
Mhm.
actually I want to also know one thing. Sir, we have to do in manual, or is it any option of automate of also this?
Okay,
It's like some.
so you can do automation. So automation in the sense, like for example, how many columns and rows you want in each page. Then accordingly, you
Okay.
can develop the VBA code, and you can just run that. So it will like that. Like for example, each page should include the 20 columns, right?
Oh, yes, sir.
So in that way, you can develop the VBA code, and you can do that.
Okay, sir. I got it.
Yeah. Yes. Any other question?
No, sir.
Cool. At the top, you are able to see book one. That is the name of the workbook. Other options, like for example, what are these options called as? Quick access toolbar.
Quick access.
If, for example, if I'm writing something in this cell, and you are able to show that the text is going into the another cell, actually not going, but just we are able to see. How can I increase the width of this column? Yes.
By double
By
click.
Double click.
Yeah. So you can double click here. If I want to edit this name, quick access toolbar, I want to edit this name. So how can I do edit? Like I want to, so I just mentioned that quick access toolbar, I just want to edit the name right now. Whatever mentioned in this text, how can I do?
Can add it through formula bar.
Okay, I can edit, I can go to the formula bar, I can edit. For example, I want to make the initials capital, I can do that. Okay. Is there any other option that we can utilize? I can double click here, and then I can able to edit here also. Just double click in the cell itself. Just click on that cell and double click. Then you will able to edit here also. Right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So my question was that quick access toolbar. So what is quick access toolbar? Here you are able to see few options on the top. These are called as the quick access toolbar. So just looking at this word, quick access toolbar. So what does it mean? So what is the toolbar? What is the toolbar? Just tell me.
uh, actually the option which we need in handy, so we will put there.
Yeah. Just break these words. One is the quick access, another is the toolbar. Right? So this is the toolbar which contain few tools, right? And we want to access it very quickly because we are utilizing it frequently. That may be the reason. So that's why if you want to access something quickly, for example, within data tab, I want to access this filter, right? Each time I can use shortcut, that is a separate topic. But one way is that I will go, if I'm in the home tab, I will go to the data tab, I will add here filter, right? Each time. So each time, so wherever I am, in which tab, I need to go to the data tab, and then I need to select this filter options, right? But I need this option frequently. So that is time consuming, right? And efforts are also needed. So what I can do, I can add this filter option on the top here so that I can use it very quickly, right? I can use it very quickly. So frequently used options can be added here, and hence this option will become easily accessible and we can quickly access it. So that is why it is called as a quick access toolbar. How can we add in the quick access toolbar? Just go to the file, more options. Go to the again, I'm repeating file, more options. So this is nothing but called as the Excel options. That is very broad and important topic. Excel options is very broad and very important topic. So here you are able to see quick access toolbar. So multiple options are there. So right now we are not going through any option because we'll go with the time, right? So in the quick access toolbar, right now on the right side, you are able to see few options. So these options are already there. So that's why we are able to see on the right side. If you want to, for example, add any option, for example, the option which I want to use frequently, for example, shapes. I will click on the shapes. I will add. Right now you are able to see here shapes and just click OK. So right now shapes option is there. If I want to insert any shape, I did not have to go to the insert and shapes. I can directly select it from the top. I can add any shape directly. Even though we can add the VBA code when we are going to start with the VBA topic. So at that time, we'll see how can we add the VBA code, even though here you are able to see these two options, table formatting. So these are nothing but the VBA codes, right? Even though we are able to add the VBA codes in the quick access toolbar. Yes, at the bottom, you are able to see your accessibility. So currently it is showing investigate, right? So what does it mean? Any idea? Accessibility. Yes. You may not able to see accessibility option in your system, but here right now I'm able to see accessibility. So currently it's showing investigate. Yes.
It will investigate the whole data within the page. Is it missing something?
No. So we know that some physically disabled people are there. For example, people with blindness, right? So how they are going to read? Let's take the example of the Excel file. With the help of the softwares, right? Screen reading softwares,
Yes.
right? If we are not properly placing the data, then they will not able to read it properly. Software will also get confused, right? So that's why it will show that yes. So it is showing like table heading is missing, right? If, for example, let's assume if someone is blind and if screen reading software just directly start saying these numbers, so headers are not there for this table, right? Even main header for this table is also missing, right? So just imagine that if you are not able to see anything, are we able to understand anything? Like the first, if you want to understand any data, for example table, just listening it, we need to have some header for this table, right? Main header, that is the sales for FY23. Then within that, each column, month, Jan, Feb, March, April, May, right? This header should be there for this table. So it should be in the proper structure, in a structurized way. Then only that screen reading softwares will read it properly, and the person who is listening, so that person will also able to understand it in a proper way. So that's why it will always provide you suggestion that whether it is properly accessible or not. If not accessible, it will show what changes need to be done, right? Then we need to do those changes. If that is the case, for end user for particular Excel workbook are such population. Yes, any doubt?
Actually, sir, I'm not getting. Can you please explain again?
Yeah. So I was just simply saying, for example, if the person who is blind and that person want to read this Excel table, right?
Yes.
So how that person will read if that person is not able to see, if that person is blind? With the help of the some softwares, right?
Yes.
Like for example, for blind people, there's a software called as a screen reading software, right? So that
Okay.
software will read the data and that person is going to listen, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So just imagine this is the table. This is our table, right? If
Okay.
that software will start reading this data, that person will not understand because there is no context that what is this table. So it should be like, for example, heading should be there, right?
Okay.
Company sales. Then what each column contain? Just is simply right now contain numbers. Like for example, this is for the Jan, this is for the Feb, this is for the March. Likewise, right? Provide you here suggestions that yes, you need to do some changes so that other person will be able to access, especially the person with a disability.
Okay.
Clear or should I explain it again?
No, sir, it's clear.
Yeah. Other option here you are able to see is the ready. So that is for macro recording. So we have to start with the macros recording, right? Not right now. So at the end we'll start that topic. So at that time we'll see. Any doubt till this point? Anything that
Oh, no, sir.
cool? Everything is clear and simple, right?
Oh, yes.
Okay, so this was just basic about the user interface of the Excel. So actually we'll start with the Excel from now. Before that, anyone knows if you want to practice the data, then from where you will get the data sets for practice. So the most difficulty that people are facing while actual working versus doing the course. We are learning each and everything, but the important factor that is the practice. Practice on the large data set. If you are going to work in business analytics, data analytics, then main difference is that in actual work, large data is there. So analyzing large data is much more difficult for those who don't have the hands-on experience on it. So we always do practice on the small data. So my always recommendation is that so learning method should be like that. Always try to learn it on the very small data, but implement it on the large data. Okay. So that it will not create problem for you. So any publicly available platform from which you can download the data sets just for the practice. Anyone knows?
No, sir.
So,
The commonly used platform is the Kaggle. Any idea what is Kaggle?
No, sir.
Anyone knows who owned this Kaggle?
Yeah, means many data sets are there, like from the different domain. From there, we can download and practice.
Yeah. So which company owned this Kaggle?
Mm, I don't.
It's it's the largest community of data scientists owned by the Google, and that is free of cost. You can just go to the Kaggle, then you can go to the datasets. You can filter out the type of the data that you want, and you can simply download it. So different datasets are there, different file types are there. For example, transaction data, and you can download the simple data, right? So especially when you are learning dashboard development, so understanding of the data is the key part. In such cases also, this is going to be useful for you guys. So just try to go through it, Kaggle, just explore the site and just download the data. So just try to do practice on the small data, and just then you can utilize this data set. You can try to understand the data, and you can do practice on it. So I think first time you need to prepare the account. So just adding link in the comment chart. I will provide you proper notes also. Just a moment. Okay, cool. Any doubt till this point? Anything?
Yeah,
No, sir.
do we have to
Yes.
download this only data set, right? Which the game link you have given now?
No, no. So what you're able to open? Okay, okay. No, 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 no. Let me share the link for the homepage. Yeah, just use this link. So it will direct you to the homepage, and then you can download any data set as per your requirement. Anything that you can download. I think first time sign in is needed, so you can do that, and then You can download any data set from that. Just see, I'm not sure Excel data is available or not. So just see whether Excel is available or not, Excel file. If not, then also fine. You can directly convert it into the Excel. We'll see how conversion can be done. Okay, cool. If I want to go to the last cell, how can I go? Last cell of this column A. So what are the shortcuts? Yes. So these things you need to do some practice. Firstly, hold the control key plus down arrow. Just hold the control key and down arrow. You will go to the last cell. If you want to come to the top, hold the control key and up arrow. If you want to go to the extreme right, just hold the control key and right arrow. If you want to go to the extreme left, control and left arrow. You need to do practice on these four things firstly. Okay. To learn Excel further. So just open any Excel new sheet and just like your fingers should move very quickly. It will take some time. You need to do some practice. Just control up, control down, just top, bottom. So just do this type of movement and just try to understand the use of the control along with the four keys, right? Four arrows, which are there on the right right side of your keyboard. Four arrows are there. So that is applicable to entire sheet. Also, you can see if small data is there, na, for example, then also it is moving to the in same way. Just it is applicable to the small table. For example, if entire sheet is empty, if I
मैम
am
लाइट
moving
बंद
to the
कर रहे हैं
ex extreme bottom, then
मैं
hold
समझ रहा
control and
हूँ
down
बच्चे
arrow.
जगह से बच्चे थे
Same thing,
महीने
if I am
लाइट
doing
कर
on
दे
the
बंद कर
table, so it will move to the top to the bottom of that particular table. Control, right arrow, it will direct to the extreme right of that particular table. Just to practice on these four shortcuts. Any doubt on these four shortcuts? If you want to go to the extreme bottom, if you want to go to the extreme top, if you want to go to the extreme right, if you want to go to the extreme left, then you can use these arrows along with the control key.
Clear, sir.
Clear?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
If you want to select multiple cells, how can you do select? One by one. For example, data is here. If you want to select this cell, this cell, this cell, how can you do that selection? How can you do that selection? Simply, I
कंट्रोल
want to
विद
select the
एरो
row.
Shift
Okay.
will use.
For example, let's go one by one. If I want to select this entire range, so what I will do first, I will select in the first cell, I will hold shift key and will press the last cell up to which range I want to select along with the shift key. What you want to do? For example, if I want to do selection till this point, I will click in the first cell, then I will hold the shift key and then I will select the last cell. That is the one way. Another is that I can use shift with arrows. Hold shift plus arrows. If I'm holding the shift and if I using the right arrow, one cell is added, right? In the selection. If I'm same way, if I'm holding the shift key and going down arrow, then one cell is added in the downward direction. Any challenge? Simple. The first way is with the shift key. For example, if I want to select this entire range, I will click first cell, hold shift key, and will select the last cell of that range. That is the one way. Another is that if I want to do one by one selection, I will hold shift key and right arrow. Just if I'm going to press it one cell will get selected. If I'm pressing it second time, that arrow, then second cell will get added. Third, likewise. If I want to select entire row, I will simply press hold control plus shift plus arrow. I will hold control, I will hold shift and right arrow. If I want to select this entire column with the data, then I will hold control shift and down arrow. So everything will get selected in one go in this case. Yes, clear this or any challenge or any confusion? You need to do practice, then you will understand. I will provide you all the shortcut keys that we learned today with the explanation for each key. So just try on your end, then you will able to understand it. Or you can try just in next 2 minutes. Just try and just let me know if you're not able to understand anything. Is it fine for you?
Yes, sir. Sir, actually, I have to one doubt on that one in data point.
Okay, okay. Mhm.
So just if we are in the middle of the data and if I have to reach the extreme of the data, either of any direction, how we will reach? Like we are now in 29, we have to reach only 17, 22, 35, or 23 diagonally from middle of the data or any point of the data.
Okay. If, for example, if you want to, you are in the middle. If you want to reach, you can't reach here 17 directly in one single click, but you can reach here in the A1 cell just by pressing Control Home.
Okay.
But that will direct you to the first cell of your Excel, that is A1 here. But if you want to reach 17, if you are here, you can just control left arrow and control top arrow. You can reach like this. Or you can reach, for example, you are here, control top and control left like this.
Okay, sir. Sir, but when we have to reach here, we have to do two action, right? Control left arrow and control top, or either control top
You
or control left. Okay, sir. And
Yeah,
we can
that
reach
is very
direct.
simple. You just need to hold the control key and just top and like that. Or else like you can directly click. Directly just bring your cursor and you can click. If data is
Uh,
starting from this first cell, then there is no issue. You can directly press Control plus Home.
okay, sir. So basically, the practice will bring that efficiency within the use of shortcut.
Yeah, yeah. So firstly, that's why I'm saying try to use these shortcuts first. These one.
Okay, sir.
So just try to do. And just observe it. If you are able to apply the shortcuts on the entire worksheet now, which is empty. So same thing is applied on the small data. But these 4, 5, things are much more important to process further, without which we can't process further. So that understanding is needed.
No, yes.
Just take 2 minutes, just try the shortcuts and just let me know if you have any difficulty. If you can ask me tomorrow also, but just take 2 minutes and just do practice of this.
Yeah, done.
Okay. Any doubt?
No.
No, sir.
Cool. What about others?
Yep, I
Not
used
on this.
to do this. Now I'm familiar with this shortcut. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, what about others? You can ask me anything, okay? So don't worry if you are facing any difficulty, you can, these things are very simple, but if anyone is very new with the Excel, so that person may get difficulty. So don't worry about that. You can ask me anything.
No, sir, done, sir.
Okay, cool. Cool. Okay. So from now, actually, we are going to start with the Excel. So it was just about the basic about the Excel, right? So for example, I have two numbers here. One is the 12, another is the 14. And I want some of these two numbers here in the cell, which is yellow highlighted, right? So how can I do? I'm just observe this is equal to 12 plus 14. I am getting 26. Another is the 12, same number, yellow highlighted cell, and I'm getting this two numbers, 26. What is the difference between these two?
Yeah, in one of the cell you are applying the sum formula. I mean sum function. Both are doing the sum, but
Okay,
But in a one place you are doing manually, and in second place you are using formula.
okay. So I'm just clicking on this. Which cell I have clicked? What is the address for the cell in which uh, cursor is there? That is the active cell. What is the address for that cell?
I6.
I6.
Okay. Where we are able to say that?
Yes.
Name box.
Name box.
Yes. This one is called as the name box. And whatever thing is mentioned in the cell I6 that we are able to see in the
Name box.
No, whatever text that is written in the cell that we are able to see here in the formula bar.
Sorry, formula bar.
Formula.
Yes. What is the similarity? Just observe this just for a minute. I6 does this what is mentioned in the formula bar. Just observe for a minute. And just observe what is mentioned here in the. So what is the similarity between what is the cell name? That is the L6, right?
Yes.
Active cell is your L6, right?
Yes.
So what is the similarity between the L6 and I6? Is there any similarity? Let me take the snapshot. This is the one. So what is the similarity between these two? So this is some formula that we have used.
So in first,
So
only
these
we
are,
have added two cell, and in second we use the
sorry,
functions. Sir, in first one,
yeah,
like I1, we have used the position to add, and in second we use the
mhm,
sum function, sir.
yeah. So here we have used simple like plus sign, right? Plus is nothing but the sum, which is called as the operator, right? Which operator we have used here? Addition.
Compare
Additions.
addition. So
Yeah, addition operator, right? Operators nothing but like plus, minus, multiplication, division, raise to. So these are nothing but the operators, right? Plus, minus, division,
Arithmetic operator.
power, multiplication like this. So these are nothing but the operators. Yeah, so we do have this arithmetic operator. We'll go to that level of depth after this. So this is not nothing but the function. What is the common between these two? Simply, what is this doing? I4. So what is the cell which contain 12? That is the I4 plus I5. That is this 14. I4 plus I5. That is we just did here some also with the help of the plus, right? Plus operator. Here we just directly applied the sum function, which is inbuilt function available in the Excel. So what is the similarity between these two? Is there any similarity that we are able to
Operation
see?
is, sir, addition only.
Yeah, yeah, operation is addition only. Okay, that is the one.
assignment is equal up.
Yeah. So you are able to see equal sign is there in both this, in this operator also and in this formula also. Why equal is there? For example, okay. If I'm going to mention it like this, I4 plus I5. Sorry. I4 plus I5. Anything is happening?
Sir,
I5.
actually equal to is like a predefined cell. So to
Yeah. If I'm selecting equal to, if I'm typing I4, it is selecting I4 cell plus I5, right? So what is the purpose of equal to?
I think, sir, when
Sim-
we are using I4 plus I5, it just act as a
Mhm.
character string or text. But when we use equal to, it commanding to Excel to perform the operation which we are asking.
Yes.
It will
So simple thing is,
assign the
Mhm.
value. It will assign
Okay.
the cell value.
Okay. Simply, for example, if I'm writing something 12, something, anything, in that case, nothing action is happening. But if I'm clicking equal to, if I'm adding just sum, you are able to see the functions, right? So whenever I'm writing simply now without equal to sign, so it will simply, Excel will understand that simple text is coming, text or number, simple text or number is coming, right? Excel don't have to do anything. But whenever we are adding the equal to sign now before any number or text, so it is directing to Excel that something is coming, okay, something stimuli is coming, or something action, something is input is coming, which is not simple text or simple number, but it is something on which you need to perform the operation, right? So that is the identity sign that yes, Excel need to perform some operation on it. So that's why equal sign is needed. That is the indicator, right? So when equal will be there before any text or number, then Excel will identify that yes, some operation like some calculation, maybe function need to be added, something need to be done. So that's why equal to sign is much more important in Excel. That is the one thing. Another is that I am able to do sum here with the help of the plus operator, right? Simply. And same thing I'm able to do with the help of the sum function also. So what is the use of this sum function? Why such complexities are created within the Excel? If simply I am able to do this with the help of the plus. So you know that this plus is in the mathematics. We know this plus sign from the childhood, right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes.
But this sum is new for us, right? Sum function. Even in mathematics, sum is there, then we are using this plus only, right? Earlier. But something by default is coming. So what is the purpose? What is the intention behind this? Why Excel developed the sum function? Any
So
idea?
when data will be more like of 10, like a 10 row or 20 row, then we can't do one by one, right? It will take lot of time. So one function will
For
only we have to give the range within function and it will provide us the result.
okay. And anything else? Any other reason? Yes. Simply I want to do the average. So how average is calculated?
Yeah, total
Yes.
number divided by
So total number divided by the count, right?
count. Yeah.
Count is here 3, right? So I'll firstly do the sum. 12 plus 14 plus 16 divided by count, that is 3. So I'm manually adding here 3, right? 1, 2, 3 calculating. On the other side, average, just done. This one is giving wrong. Why? Yes. Which one is easy? Which one is convenient for us?
The second one.
Second one, right?
Second one.
Because in single click we are able to get just simply is equal to average, just done. For this, you need to do these steps, right? You need to do the first sum and then divided by the count. You need to manually count it, right? That how many records are there. So currently here, 3 records are there that you need to count, and then you need to calculate this. That is the case, right?
Yes.
So that's why Excel developed these functions which are inbuilt within the Excel. So firstly, it's not like that these operators are not useful. Operators are also useful. We always use operators in combination with the functions, right? For example, this is the average. If I want to do that in average, I want to add the number, whatever number which is going to mention here in the red highlighted cell. I want to add this. So how can I add? Average plus this cell, 15. I can change this number. You can see the difference here. So right now it is combination of the function, that is average is the function, and plus that is the operator. So formulas are always written in such a way that. So tomorrow, firstly, we'll start with the different types of the operators, arithmetic operator, comparison operator, and other types of the operator that we are going to start. So firstly, we'll understand the operators. Then we'll start with the basic about the function. Just some function is there, right? Simple, just take the sum function here is equal to sum. So what is the composition of this sum function? Just tell me the composition. The first one is equal to sign, right? Let me take the snapshot of this. How each function is composed, that you need to understand firstly. Just understand it for the one function, then you will understand it for all other functions, and by this way we will develop the logic so that you will understand any function within the Excel. So you know that any formula in the Excel is composed of, first one is the equal to sign, second one is that the function name. So what is the function name here? Yes, sum is nothing but the addition. What is the function name here? Yes, sum is the function name. What is the inputs?
Range.
Whatever mentioned in the, yeah, whatever mentioned in the bracket within that function, that is the inputs. So here M22 to M24. So that is the input. So any function or any formula is going to composed of these three things. We'll see logic one by one. You don't have to remember any single formula. For example, if I'm writing the sum formula, you are able to see this number one, number two. What are these? That is called as a syntax. Firstly, we need to learn how to read the syntax. How to read the syntax. Syntax is for guiding purpose. It will guide us that yes, you have to add the number one, you have to add to the number two. Why this number is coming in the bold? Why this is not coming into the bold? If I'm selecting this cell, then now it is number two is coming in the bold. What is the purpose of if something is not there in the square bracket? What is the meaning of something is there in the square bracket? We'll see one by one from basics so that you will be able to understand it very easily. Any doubt till this point? Anything?
No, sir.
Cool.
Sir, then I have one doubt, like what is the what difference between like function and formulas?
Yes, that is very important. So most of us don't know what is the formula and function, right? Simply,
Yes.
if I'm writing the sum here, so what is the apex that I am getting here? In mathematics, what is the apex?
Function of x.
Function only, right? So sum is the function which I'm applying. But if I'm using it with the operator, that is plus or minus or anything, then it become formula. Simple if I am using the function now, which is inbuilt function within the Excel, then that is the function. Sum is the function. But if I'm utilizing it in the combination of the operator, then it will become formula. Function is just, you can understand simply as a sum. So sum name is the function.
Okay,
Clear?
like sum, average, this kind of things, function.
These are the inbuilt function within the Excel. But when we are utilizing it practically, so that will become the formula.
Okay, understood.
Yeah. Any other doubt? Cool. We'll start with that operator topic tomorrow. So actual practical Excel is going to start from tomorrow. Okay. So we'll start understanding from tomorrow. Today was a little bit theoretical and maybe boring part for you guys, right? But from tomorrow, we'll actually start with working practically. So that will be very interesting. Before that, I just want to complete one small topic, that is the shortcuts. And we will always go with the logic. You don't have to mug up anything, right? Have you heard that? How to remember 150 shortcuts, 100 shortcuts, any advertisement?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes, right? So there is not like that. You don't have to remember anything. Everything is very logical. I'll show you practically. Okay. I will write here my name. I just want to make it bold. I'll do it by 2A. And you just have to observe it carefully, right? I'm going to use the first shortcut to do this. That is the control plus B. What is B?
For bold.
Bold.
Yeah. So I want to make it bold. B is the bold, right? So I am using control B as a shortcut. Now it is becoming bold, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes. Anyone is writing on that? Cool. Other thing is that, are you able to see bold anywhere on this home tab? Just identify it.
Yes, sir.
This one is the bold, right?
Yes, in ribbon.
Yeah. So this is the first shortcut actually which I used. Now I am going to use the second shortcut. I will press Alt plus H plus Alt. I will press Alt. Just observe it carefully. Then I'm going to press it H. Then I'm going to press 1. What shortcut I'm going to use? Second shortcut to make this bold. Alt H and 1. So let me apply one by one shortcut. I will apply this control B shortcut first. Just observe it carefully. You have to answer this question. Control B. Now it becoming the bold, right? I use this shortcut. Let me use this shortcut. Second shortcut. Alt. Sorry. Let me click into this cell. Alt H and 1. Sorry. Alt H and 1. What difference you observe? Yes. When simply I'm clicking on the control B, it is directly making bold, right? That is a single step process. Is it? Just control B, just it is making bold. But whenever I'm using the second shortcut now, Alt, then it is activating shortcut in the ribbon. It is adding the name to the ribbon. Sorry, for tabs. For home, when I'm just pressing the Alt now, so it is activating shortcuts in the top. I know that where is this bold? In which tab? Yes. In which tab bold option is there?
Hmm.
Home.
Home tab, right? So what is the
Yes, sir.
shortcut right now for home tab?
Control B.
No, just look at here. Na? Shortcuts are activated.
H.
Right?
Yeah.
H.
Yeah. Yeah. Hmm.
Then I want to make it bold. So where is the bold located in this home tab?
1.
at the starting. This is the B. What is shortcut for this? That is 1. I'm
One.
pressing 1. If you know that where is the bold present, then do you think that is there anything that you need to remember?
Also.
No need to remember anything for the shortcut, right? So it is simply directing us to the ribbon. Whenever I'm clicking on the Alt key, it is activating. Then it is directing the tab. For example, within other tab, I want to use anything. I will, for example, within data tab, I want to use any shortcut. I will press A. Then if, for example, I want to use this text to column, I will use shortcut E, like this. Clear? So in Excel, two types of shortcuts are there. One is the control shortcuts. Another one is the Alt shortcuts. Control shortcut and another is the Alt shortcut. Control shortcut and another is the Alt shortcut. Right. So Alt shortcut will always direct you to the ribbon and from which you need to use the shortcuts. Right. But for control shortcuts are not logical. You need to remember, yes, for bold, control B is the shortcut. You always need to remember this control shortcut. So you can use this Alt shortcut just by logically. You just have to identify where your option is available in which tab. So most of the what is the logic behind shortcuts? Whenever I'm pressing Alt, you know that why this H is coming from home, N is coming from uh, insert, why this page for page layout, M for formula. Yes, any idea? Yes. Any
No,
logic that you are able to see here? Yes.
pardon again.
No idea, sir.
So for example, for file, it is taking the shortcut as F, for home H, for insert N. At broadly, is it taking the initials?
No.
No.
No, it's taking initial, but that is not always case. I'll come to that logic. For file, it is taking F, right? That is initial one, right? For home, it is taking the H.
Yes.
But for insert, it is taking the N. N is the second letter. It is not taking the first I. Remember this.
Yes.
For page layout, it is taking the P. That is the initial one P, right? For formula, it is not taking the first three letters. It is taking the M. For data, it is taking the A. That is the second one. For review, it is taking the R. For view, it is taking the last letter. That is W. For developer, it is taking the L. For help, yes, that is taking the Y actually, which is not there in the help word. For power pivot, again, it is taking the B, which is not there, right?
Yes, sir.
So simple logic is that, for example, if F shortcut is not already utilized, then it is taking the initials. For home, it is taking the H because H is not utilized anywhere else as a shortcut. That's why it is taking the H. But for insert, it is taking N because I is already used anywhere. Just to avoid the complexity, just to avoid, so it should not happen that one shortcut is used for two purpose, right? So Excel will get also confused. Shortcut should be unique, right? Then it is taking the next letter. In that way, it will work. That is the logic actually.
So, what is the key for in Mac to activate this, like instead of Alt?
No, Alt is the only key to activate the shortcuts. Okay, in Mac we need to check actually. You can just check it actually. You
Okay,
can just
check with
Google it.
Apple.
What is the key exactly?
Yeah.
Sorry?
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Yeah. So for example, why for insert it is taking N? That is the second letter, not the first I.
I will use as a control plus I.
No, not control plus I. So whenever I'm going to the home tab now, I'm just,
Hmm.
what shortcut should I press to go to the home tab?
Okay. Alt plus H, sir.
H, sir.
No, simply H na. Shortcuts are
Yes.
already
Acha,
activated.
oh,
H.
okay, okay. Okay, sir. Yeah.
So anywhere you are able to see I as a
Yeah.
shortcuts.
Insert.
Yes, sir.
Insert, right?
Insert.
So it means that I is already utilized in the home tab itself, right? So how it will come here for insert? So that's why it is taking the second letter, N.
Oh, okay, sir. Clear.
So it is not simple logic like, for example, you can see for page load P is taken, but for here you may have question that P is already utilized, right? So why P is again here for page layout? So it is not simple. They have designed shortcuts in such a way, in a unique way. Okay, it's much more complex. So we don't know exactly the base logic, but just the main logic is that always most of the time initial letter is used, and if just to avoid the duplication, they are using the second letter or any other letter. Just remember that, right? So what you need to do from today, you need to do the practice with the shortcuts. You don't have to mug up. You just to see, for example, if you are using the filter, so what is the position? So what is the shortcut for filter right now? That is the Alt data tab A plus, right? Alt A for data and T for filter. So you don't have to remember that Alt and A, right? You already know that for data tab, Alt and A is there. Your filter option is there in the data tab. You just remember this T. So it will become easy for you. Right now, it may look like a little bit complex combination of too much shortcut, but with the time, once you will get the familiarity of each and every option, which tab include which option, then this will become very easy for you guys. So just my suggestion is that for the options that you are utilizing very commonly, try to use this alt shortcuts. For few simple things, you can use the control shortcut. But for control shortcut, you need to remember that yes, control B is for the bold. Control C is for copy. So simple thing that you can use with the help of the control, and other complex things, the shortcuts which are complex to understand, you can use the alt shortcuts. Clear with the control and alt shortcuts?
Yes, sir.
So, so from tomorrow, I am going to use the shortcuts. Okay. I will not go simply if I want to go to the data tab, I will directly go to the data tab by using the shortcuts. You can ask me anytime how these shortcuts work if you are not able to understand. For example, if I want to remove the grid lines are there in the view tab. Within view, you can see your grid lines. So I'm removing the grid lines for rows and columns. So simply, I will use shortcut Alt, then in the view tab, shortcut is W, and for
W,
grid line, VG.
VJ.
Yeah. So I will use like this, Alt W VJ, very quickly. You also have to do the practice from starting itself so that you will understand it very easily, and you will also get uh, much more speed and efficiency. And you can prepare your own notes as well. We are going to provide you the proper notes. Some notes will be in the Excel format, some exercise will be there. We are going to provide Word document also, and at the end, we will also provide you the PDF files. So don't worry about that, but just try to do practice on time so that from tomorrow uh, we can start learning Excel practically. Yeah. So that's all for today. So just